Hi, this is the We Deliver podcast. My name is Anne Mabwai. We're here to talk about the African Climate Summit and obviously my role in it. Taking a role, I believe any role that anyone took in the African Climate Summit was a real honor and a real privilege. The process itself was multisectoral, and it didn't matter what role you played. The pressure was real. So for me, being the account manager was quite a challenge. Managing different interests was a highlight. I got to experience a lot. I got to interact with many faces in government, NGOs, and actually the delivery timelines were tough. Crestwood, the We Deliver family, as it known, our deliverables became even tighter because you're having to report to the secretariat and still having to report to my bosses and keep the We Deliver tagline. So in a nutshell, I can just say that the experience was eye-opening, character building, a lot of emotional intelligence required, and a great way to see the world. It was such an excitement knowing that Kenya is the first country to host the African Climate Summit, and Crestwood got to take a part of it. Oh, and guess what? I got to manage the first account. Crestwood ideally was tasked with brand ideation. We came up with the logo, the beautiful logo you see out there. It's us, guys. The summit was the largest account that Crestwood has gotten the privilege of handling, and it was a really good idea for Crestwood because we got to realize that we actually had the talent. Initially, we thought that that would be completely out of our scope, and probably we might need to get help here and there, but our dedicated team really managed to pull in and deliver. The tasks were huge. We had to pull in a couple of night outs, night shifts, long hours. But the satisfaction that came with it was really priceless. There's never a day that any of us got to complain about the hours or even the number of days that we were working. Towards the tail end, it got to a point where we didn't know whether it was Monday or Sunday because we were working throughout, but we never got anyone complaining about the working hours that we were doing. We got the team to be as creative as they could. They would come up with brilliant ideas, the social media posts that you would see out there, and even just getting to the brainstorm sessions, the ideas that these guys would come up with. Yeah, some of them were really out of the budget, like they want to fly out. Yeah, but they were, all in all, they were brilliant ideas, and I really got to enjoy working with this brilliant team. Challenges: dealing with varied interests was not easy. We didn't have a problem. We didn't have so much of a problem with the brand ideation. Everyone loved the logo, the colors. They all went by very well. So that was a fairly easy process. We got to brand the 316 offices where the secretariat sat. That was a fairly smooth process. Come the website. A website ideally involves people's opinions, and there were many. Coming up with a way of taking all these ideas and putting them into that website was a challenge. Having to manage the people that we would have to disappoint, throwing their ideas away, was a bigger challenge. The level of reporting, the hierarchies of reporting, was also another bigger challenge because we would have to report in multi-reporting channels. So for the website, that was a challenge for us. The managing of the social media handles wasn't so much of a challenge because we had found a way of navigating towards around it. We would develop the content way in advance so it would be approved very early on. During the summit itself, the challenge majorly was around the event itself. That day of the event, the first day, that was on the 4th of September, was crazy. Crazy. Nairobi was impenetrable. Traffic was a mess. Getting to the summit was another challenge. Having to station your team members, working with a number of, let me say, a third of Crestwood was at the summit, handling various roles, coordinating them from corner to corner. Needed divine intervention. Thank you, Jesus. Highlight, Declaration Day. If you didn't get goosebumps that day, I don't know what you all are up to, or whatever it is you're sipping. The Declaration Day was a real highlight. We got to see Africa voice its own. So post the summit comes the reporting. First, you need to report internally. Did we meet our KPIs? Did we meet the deliverables, the timelines, the goal? Did we achieve the goal? Yep. At Crestwood, we do only one thing: we deliver. So yeah, we delivered on our mandate, and we got really good recommendations from all partners that we were working with. They were happy, they were delighted. The ministry, GIZ, the secretariat, we got very good feedback. So post-summit, Crestwood is still maintaining the social media handles. We're still continuing with the conversation. I'm hoping to go through to COP28 and possibly hand over to the next nation who really, I don't know whether they're gonna get past this benchmark we've set. Take home, for me, really is just embracing whatever challenge is thrown at you. Some challenges might really throw you off. You're like, you're clueless. You don't know where to start. But guess what? Embrace it. Take that step. You'll be surprised. You'll be amazed. That's what happens to me. I was clueless as I was taking in the assignment. But I'm glad I got to take the assignment. It really changed me. It really opened me up. And I got to network a lot. For Crestwood, wow. We definitely have a space in the market currently. If by any chance someone had not heard of Crestwood, I believe right now they know of Crestwood, and they know the capacity and the capability that Crestwood had in terms of delivery, the entire 360. For Kenya, wow, His Excellency really outdid himself. He managed to pull everyone together to deliver such a great summit. He managed to get the voice of Africa as a continent out to the world, and the world listened. Wow, that's a plus for him. Yeah, that was really brilliant. And hey, we're looking forward to COP28. We're here. We can restart. We deliver.
Personal lesson you learned, courtesy of handling the ACS account and working with Crestwood?
Whatever next challenge that is thrown at me, it doesn't matter the size, I'll embrace it. It builds me. It builds me.
Did you miss your family during the...
Do we talk about it or do we not talk about it? Wow, I really missed my family.
Would you do this again?
Hi! What a heartbeat. I loved it. I loved the thrill. I loved the tension. I loved the suspense. I just loved everything about it. Yes, it was high tension. Yes, it took me away from my family for a couple of days, but I loved it. I would do it again.